If you beat Jared Cannonier, where will you be ranked?
I'm not sure, because to be fair, I'm not 100% sure on how the rankings work. But he's 7th, so I'm sure it puts me top 10 at least. I'd like to think, but we'll see.
Okay. Who wins out of DDP and Hamzat?
It's a difficult one, simply, and I say this all the time, and it's weird. The more you watch DDP, you have to kind of respect the wins that he gets, regardless of how he does it. Like I said, I just find it messy. I'm sure he trains. He's very tactical. He's very skillful, but he just looks messy. And he somehow just knows how to keep finding ways to keep winning fights and so on and so forth. So I've never really rated him in terms of style, but he's a winner. So you got to put massive respect to him. But Hamza, I've actually got the privilege of watching him train. So I've seen his quality. So I would definitely put my money that way, but it's just hard to bet against it. So it's a great fight.
The trash talk could be even better. DDP's become quite a fan favourite because of the level of trash talk and how far he goes with it, taking it almost too far, which is always entertaining to see. Is it nice though, being in the UFC? I know you've fought on Bellator, you've done the bare knuckle stuff. Kind of get to the prime promotion now, almost towards the back end of your career.
Yeah, of course. It shows my constant progression throughout my whole career. I've always, regardless of anything, results or what's happened, opponents, I've constantly been moving forward and progressing, and I feel like I've gained the respect of many through my time. But like I said, it's coming to the back end of the career. I just want to make as much noise now. The aim is to get to a title shot, and then see where it goes from there.
4 or 5 fights away from a title shot. Is that fair to say? Is that a good estimate?
I'd say less. Again, if I get a big win here against Jared, and I get another, say top 5 opponent next, I'm right in the runnings for a title shot. Next year, I do want to fight in the UK before I call it quits, because that's what the fans are asking for. So I'd love to fight at home ground in the UFC. So next year, maybe I get a big UK fight, and then I'm looking for a title fight.
Your thoughts on John Jones ducking Tom Aspinall?
I wouldn't even see it like that. Again, I kind of understand the politics of it as well, in the sense of he basically said it's like it's not that big of a fight. And although I would love to see that fight, I'd love to see that fight for the sake of seeing the fight, but also people love to shoot down the guy at the top, and everybody's always waiting for the person at the top to fall. And sometimes it just respect him for what he's done in his career, leave him to end his career if he has ended it, and enjoy the next generation come through. So I think Tom Aspinall is going to have an amazing career of being an absolute dominant beast. He already is, but I think it's just going to continue for many years to come. Let's just enjoy the fact that we had an amazing champion, and we now have a new champion.
But I think the hate comes from him saying, I'm going to fight Tom Aspinall, I'm going to fight him, and then leaving it a whole year, holding the whole division hostage, and then not fighting him at the end. That's where the ducking claims come into it.
So my thing is also, nobody's putting blame on, say, the UFC. They have equal amount, if not more, because they can pull people's titles. They have the last say. So technically, if they wanted to make anything happen, because in the fight against John Jones and who was it that they had him fight after 4 years, I don't think that should have had even happened.
Cyril gone.
No. It was after that. Stipe. I don't think that should have. Stipe had been out for like 4 years, and I feel like if that's what the fight that he was going for, Tom Aspinall deserved that fight, and it was the UFC that backed the fight against Stipe. So again, if they decided that they didn't want that fight to happen, that fight wouldn't have happened. So we can't just put sole blame on John Jones. But like I said, yes, it was an annoying thing to do and keep, especially if you kind of knew or felt like he wasn't going to do it. It's annoying, but like I said, I feel like people are quick to strip people from small mishaps that happen. This guy has had a crazy career, a career that most MMA fighters would beg to try and achieve. We have to give him his flowers.
No, certainly indeed. In getting to the UFC, there's a lot more media obligations, big line.